Alright, welcome to part 8 of how I'm turning my pipe dreams into reality. Utilizing a book called Eat That Frog, which is 21 Great Ways to Stop Procrastinating and Get More Done in Less Time by Brian Tracy. The chapter we're looking at today is Applying the Law of Three. Uh, do what you can with what you have and where you are. So I thought I would just bring you into like what part of my day looks like before I go over this chapter, because number one, I felt this is more important in my life than making the videos at the moment. Um, but at the same time, hey, why not show you what I'm up to here? So this is I'm utilizing a program. Now, in the last video, I did mention the importance of uh, using paper and thinking on paper. Now this program is called MindMeister. So it's mindmeister.com. If you just look up mind m meister.com. This is a free program. Um, but anyhow, so um, this is really good at a quick, easy to use program if you want to get down a lot of information quickly. So for example, so let's see. So basically, this this is my current goal right now. By the way, is to get $100,000 in SaaS subscriptions income coming in now. So the things in order to do that is number one is a marketing plan to get new customers. I'm going to change this right here. Let's say onboarding. Let's call it marketing. And then we're going to go to, I think I need a category here called onboarding, because that's the second onboarding. And we're going to move this up here. Okay. So like under marketing here, I've got spreading the word about the product via email. And that's mainly about building relationships. Let's see, I've got this is my top of the funnel items here. And each one's color coded. So I use color coding to determine when I've completed a task or what the most important task is. So in yellow are my important tasks. And let's see, so we already did these. These are done. And these. What's awesome about this program too is you can, this is actually, you can scale an entire business with this application. So for example, I can highlight these tasks and I can assign them to James Hill or anyone I would choose that would be the business in helping. So we've got, let's see, this is, okay, these are other ones that are on the market. We don't need to know that information anymore. Send 5 emails, send the outline of the marketing department. I already did that. Bam. I did that. Okay, so that's all ready. This is important. I need to create. Okay, so it's really cool because I got little hotkeys to create subcategories. So like right now I'm adding a very important, they said in email marketing the subject line is the most important part. You should spend 80% of your time doing just the subject line. Send, let's see, create 5 subject lines. We're going to put this one like that as being yellow. And this is a task, it looks like. So now I'm looking at this task, it looks like it's something that could be delegated. And it could be delegated to James. So I'm going to delegate that one to James. Let's put delegation items in blue. And my responsibility is sending emails. Okay. Lead magnet roadmap. Checklist script article. Okay, so these are all the different. Oh, that is really cool. I need to do that. Begin creating the following lead magnets. Okay. Okay. So here, these are things we should do. Useful lead magnets. Educational training. Okay, so this is just all about. These are educational items. Let's see what we got over here. Online needs for the system. Send to Joseph. Working with this guy named Joseph in Hungary or Bulgaria. Test automation system, 80% in Leap. Organized program to mass email all leads. Oh yeah, so currently in business, what I'm currently doing is I currently have a list of like 27,000 individuals from that I'm going to market to, and I've got a person that I connected with in like that Joseph guy, who is into mass marketing and mailing systems. So he set up a system for me that's completely well. I paid $30 for the system. He set it up for me, and it's to automate marketing communication tasks, and also like some pre and post sales tasks. It's a content relationship management system. So he set all that up. We also strategized together on how to do a cold contact system, and without getting my ass handed to me, like I did the first time when I tried on my own. So anywho, so basically, this is all about feeding that group of people and educating them on things that they really truly need, and then slowly integrating into educating them about what I do. Oh yeah, by the way, so I'm starting a nonprofit company. What I believe is the most unique aspect of my business, or the most unique thing about it, is my business model. It's how so when I was browsing into the future with my mind, I determined that we're headed to a very weird place when it comes to businesses and individuals. So if you've got AI, robots, automation coming, the question I have is, well, how are we ever going to pay for things if we're automating so much? Like, how are we going to pass back and forth business to business, or person or business to person? And what I've determined is there's two different paths that we can take. Number one, greed. Number two, we realize that we need to help each other. So the greedy path is basically, hey, the rich have and the poor don't, and that's the way it is. And that's the way it's always been. And I don't have to believe that that's the only way it ever has to be, because I'm a single person, and a single person in this world has the ability to change it. Many people have, many people will. Why not be one of them? I will be one of them. So my business model is basically, it's based on, hey, how can I decrease the cost of another business that exists in order to help that business survive and thrive. So I chose an industry, and I plan to be the tech provider for that industry, providing all their technical needs and free of charge to the industry. So the question is, well, how do I plan to do such a thing? And the reason why I also came up with this model was because I was trying to solve the problem of how do I make this task that I'm doing provide me income for the rest of my life without really having to struggle and try and really, wrap my mind to keep customers. Um, and I thought of the bank account that I have with USAA. Uh, I don't, I don't, I don't know of another company or bank that I would use unless they literally paid me monthly money to use their bank account. Because the service is amazing. Everything they've done is awesome, and they've got the cheapest price. Like, what the hell? Like, they have instilled in my mind that they are there for me, and I feel as if they don't gain anything from me. And so that's what I decided to do with the company that I'm forming. Is basically the idea behind it, or the way that it profits, and or I'm sorry, the way that it grows and sustains itself in the marketplace is through three things. Uh, we focus on automation that decreases our costs. We grow in numbers, the amount of people that use our services. That increases the amount of community revenue that comes in. So we've got automation, we've got growing in size. Um, so as both of those are occurring, we decrease our cost to our consumer because our company has a set. So basically, the company is going to have a set plateau of how much money it wants in its nest egg. Once it has that nest egg, it is going to use that money to uh, create the money that it uses to continue in the marketplace. Um, Once it is at that stage, uh, the nonprofit will no longer need to charge its community of people for using its product. And then we become the number one trusted company out there because, over this period of time, we will. Because it's not just going to be a flip of a switch, it's going to be a slow progression. So, for example, you'll purchase a product from me today for $50 a month. Next month, it's going to go down to $40 a month because we hit, this amount of people signed up. This amount of automation occurred with that product. All this will be detailed on the site of here's the roadmaps, here's how much we decrease as these progress. I think is an awesome business model. I think it's the only one that's going to survive in the coming future. Or we're going to look to companies that are like this and do things like this. It's just like right now, you trust Google, and you trust Google because they've instilled in you that hey, they are there to help you, and they don't charge you anything. When in all actuality, the price of goods and services has gone up because of Google. Because it costs money to advertise to online to get you and drive you to the website to purchase the product. So you are being fooled, you are being lied to on a consistent basis, but it's not. That's not important. What's important is how we decide what our future is, and we only do that by proactively engaging what we see as being the problems in that future. So, for example, the problem that I saw in the future, that the monster that I've been fighting is essentially it's a monster of greed. Basically, I noticed that all the major corporations, Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, Apple, they purposely do things that make it more difficult for you to use technology for the purpose of keeping you with the need of having to use their product. So, for example, the reason why Apple and Microsoft design things differently, it's not just because of lawsuits and stuff like that. No, shoot, they'll purposely make things different from each other so that when you go to use that other technology, you just get confused and you don't want to do it anymore. And I never really grasped. When I was younger, I was like, hey, shouldn't it? Aren't these places like making things the best they can for their consumer. Like, well, why not? Like, oh, they're so worried about keeping their consumers because of the amount of greed that they have. Like, so I've really tackled in this model. I've really tried, and I believe have tackled the concept of uh, how to not be greedy, um, which was only discovered when I just looked inside myself and said, hey, what do I really want? Well, I want a consistent, base income for myself for the next forever. How do I get that? Well, that's a set number. It's not like I don't need to have this concept make me billions of dollars or millions of dollars. Uh, I need this concept to make me $300,000 a year. Um, so that's where I'm at when it comes down to like where I'm taking my goals, what I'm doing next. Like what I'm doing now, as far as my frogs are concerned, is my current next big frog is get clients signed up, like get revenue rolling in. Um, that's what I'm tackling daily, and at the same time, I'm doing a sub-primary goal of. So my three, I'm sorry, let me step back there. My three categories currently of things that I want to change and improve on my life. My number one is going to be security. I don't feel secure. I don't feel a sense of permanence. I think it's necessary. I saw myself and the anxiety I went through when I lived in that fear for a moment. Um, so security. Um, Number two one would be fulfillment. So personally, I realized that you know what I was doing on a regular basis, I wasn't getting fulfillment from. Like there's no end to my there was no pride to my work, um, and it really hurt my passion. So my passion would go like a roller coaster. I would get more passion, and then all of a sudden I'd lose it. And once I'd lose it, I would just disregard all I had done and move on to the next. Um, so a sense of fulfillment, and that really comes from having specific goals and really seeing yourself accomplish them from start to finish. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And then the third one was uh, spending more time with family and friends. Like I haven't seen any of my friends or my family for a god awful long, I don't know, the last 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, whatever it be. Um, and I need to be investing more time in their lives and those relationships because, as it says in this chapter as well, that's where you really get your happiness, or let's say joy. Spending time with others, growing those relationships, growing those bonds. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Those are my three main core focuses. And I believe that this is currently the fastest method in which I can get that in my life. My current goal is to get my first client signed up before for this week. Granted, I do have an interesting time with Christmas, which I may want to do things differently. I'm not sure. Let's see. Online needs for the system. I need to send those to Joseph. Where's the outline for that? So I'm going to finish up this outline, and we'll go ahead and jump into our chapter of the book. Give me a second. Just a moment here. So there's my outline. So basically, I'll be targeting people on like every single aspect of their engagement with my products and website. So like if you're on product X page and you abandon, I will know it and I'll retarget to you based on that product. If you spent 50% of your time on two separate products, I'm going to target you based on that. Like basically, it's called segmented. I'm segmenting my marketing tactics. It's crazy what I've learned regarding marketing. Let's see. As part of this, so today we're supposed to do, let's see, where to target them. Interested, engaged, e-commerce, email marketing. That's a really good resource. Interested, engaged, the funnel, site updates. Okay, let's go over here. Let's see. Each count. My God, this is cool. We can create lead magnets. Let's go there. Interested, engaged. So this is part of my funnel. I need to get my funnel to Josephus. Where's Josephus? There's Josephus. Let's go there. Okay, reclaim my email list. I do not need to do that. And bam, that's done. So we do cold campaigns. So I'm in the category of cold campaigns. Email campaigns needed. There we go. Funnel, interested. Okay, so these all need to go into, these need to be broken down by that. So site abandonment is part of the interested category. And goes into stage 1. Purchase abandonment would be engaged. Search abandonment would be interested. Campaigns based on where they were on the website, that would be engaged. Newsletter sign up welcome email, that would be engaged. Newsletters is engaged. Product specific newsletters is engaged. Purchase onboarding welcome message, that would be engaged. Purchase abandonment, that would be interested, but I gotta move these around a little bit. Newsletters would be interested. Newsletter sign up welcome email would be, I think that I'm going to call that engaged. No, I'm going to call newsletters engaged. You know what, they're still in the interested stage. Campaigns based on what they were on the website longest, that's going to be under interested. Newsletter sign up product specific. Newsletter sign ups and welcome email. That's going to be under engaged. Then we do, let's see, product blast would be under everybody gets those seasonal promotions. That's going to be anybody. And the funnel client cancel is going to be engaged. Lapsed. Course follow-ups, email campaigns, maybe engaged, downloadable content sign-ups, interested, so yeah, those are all the parts of the funnel. Email campaigns needed. Let's put this in there. Let's see, no engagement. No engagement. Little engagement. So basically, from this list, this is how I'm creating my tasks. Anything in yellow is a must do. So I need to begin this cold email or this cold contact drip campaign. Where to target them. Good resources part. Let's see. Tools of the e-commerce email marketing publish. Blah 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 blah. This is blah blah blah. Create the subject line, so that's important. Let's get that over here. I do need to do the lead magnet, so that's there. And then outline for the system to send to Josephus. I don't really need to do much on this, but I do need to outline this more. Create clear, concise outline. Okay. That way he can set up the system for me correctly. And these are all educational items. We're going to throw these down down below. We're going to mark out what I need him to do a little bit better. So send 5 emails is going to be, I need give James educational material to change the educational material to use. Right. 5. Those. So let's ask him. Okay, so that's going to be a. So right now it's a blue item, so we're going to mark that as yellow, so I know very precisely that that's something I want to do. Let's make that subcategory. And then we're going to create this underneath. Give James educational material to use. So after I give it to James, I also want to give him the concept behind each email. Okay. Bam, got that. So in the cold card band, sign up. Service directly with mid-rub, connect each account. Respread the same concept in scale. Respread. Respread all. Prepare each and schedule based on emails. Okay, so this is something that looks like this can be delegated. Delegate to Amber to write once I determine amount info needed. Let's delegate that to Amber, so it's going to be I will write quick and dirty with 5 quick and dirty dirty 2 times by 17, 2 times by 7 equals 14 social purpose. Social purpose. Prepare each and schedule based on emails. Prepare each. Schedule based on emails. And also do the same. This is going to be do the same as prior. As prior for that's going to be 5 times by 10. 10 5 emails. Alright, gotcha. So this is all going to fall into EPKA. Needs to be done. Okay, so I'm going to be moving on to the book now. Looks like I've got some tasks to do today, which is good. I've got tasks from 2 different categories. Really wanted to be in this 3rd category today was my plan. Probably still will be, or I'm still going to work on that. But alright, let's jump into the chapter of the book. Sorry it took so long. Applying the law of 3. Do what you can where you are with what you have. There's a rule that I've seen that in this world that I want to share with you guys. I don't think everyone knows it. Or if you do, awesome, but most people don't. So, you never don't have everything you need to do what it is you want in life. Let me repeat that. There is never a moment that you don't have everything you need to have or do what you want in life. You just haven't taken the time see it, to imagine it in your mind enough so that it's sitting right there in front of you. And I'm not just saying that because it's a positive self-talk thing. I'm saying it because it's a rule, it's a law. Like, when your mind believes it, you will see it. So 3 core tasks that you perform contain the most value that you contribute to your life or your company, whatever. Your ability to accurately identify these 3 tasks and then focus on them the most, or focus on them most of your time, is essential for you to perform at your best. So, for example, he goes on to tell a story here about how a woman doubled her income in 6 months, or 12 months, I believe. I think she did it in 6 months, though, because she applied the things mentioned in this book. And it's totally true. I've done it before. It took me a year, and I tripled my salary, if not, yeah, triple. And I could continue doing the same thing and done it again. One thing is one thing all day long, doing one single thing all day long. So once you identify what these 3 items are, it's important to take an item and just run with that item and focus fully on that item. Let's continue to go. Let's see. And this is, a lot of this chapter is based on that story. Okay, so this was important to me, and this is, I think, important to you as well. So he calls this the quick list method, but this is the concept of 3. So the way that I was able to identify what my 3 in life were: security, fulfillment, and time. I was able to understand better what, really what I wanted. And that's the thing, is, yeah, you don't know what it is that you really want. You may have some vague concept, but you don't have a precise, hey, this is it right here. Like that mountain home? I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's what I want. So having something precise that you're going after that accomplishes what your main 3 core things are is very important. But to get to that 3, you got to do some work. And so here's the work. So in 30 seconds, I want you to come up with, take out a sheet of paper and write down the 3 most important goals in your life. The 3 most important things that you'd like to, do, change, see, whatever. So for mine, if I had to add something to it, maybe my goal started out with, it wasn't security, it was have a large house, have it paid for, and be financially independent. Then the second one on, let's say, so the first one was based on security, the second one is based on fulfillment. That was have a business that is generating revenue for me and is successful, because I felt that would give me fulfillment. I've later come to find out that that's not really what gives me fulfillment. Positive self-talk, reprogramming myself is doing a great job. Yeah, it would be, hearing myself say that, it is nice to see the fruits of your labor. So there's more to it just than positive self-talk. The third is, so you've got security, fulfillment, and then I've got, for my third, is going to be time. And I right now get up at like 4:30. I get home at like 8 o'clock. I don't have quality time with my wife. I want quality time with my kids. I haven't spent quality time with my friends and family. And I know that's an area in my life that I want to improve, because I think it's vital for me to be involved in their lives, and be a part of it. Like, there's a lot of things I'd love to be doing right now, with the people I know. And it's crazy because in my mind, I almost just want to drop everything right now and go just do those things, because those things are, that's actually important. Like, I'd love to come chill with you, Jake and Hannah, uh, fix that heat problem. uh, it's just ridiculous in my mind that it exists, and I want to, like, I mean, there's no reason why I couldn't. It may take a week, but hey, let's fix it. Why am I not doing those things? Like, that's what I want to do. Uh, so, oh yeah, so the thing is, you got 30 seconds, and the idea is if you limit yourself to like a really short period of time, it forces your brain to think of quickly what the things are that really are plaguing you. Um, okay, so in 80% of cases, people have these three goals in common. It's going to be financial or career goal. Second is going to be family or personal relationship goal, and third is a health or fitness goal. And this is as it should be. So, for example, it's basically telling me that hey, one of mine is a little bit off, um, and that my I didn't realize that. But anyways, okay, so this is so you start off with those three, but at the same time you wanna break it out. So you've got different categories in life. So you've got business or career goals. You should do the list of three. Um, Family and relationship, do the list of three. Financial goals, do the list of three. Health, do the list of three. Personal, do the list of three. Social, do the list of three. Um, Biggest problems and concerns, do the list of three. And so, like, that is where, so when I come back to here, do this on paper first. But then if you're like just like trying to brainstorm, um, this is a cool tool if it works, but be prepared on paper. Like, if you have the back of paper, you're set. If you only have this and it doesn't work, well, do you want to like not accomplish those things, or do you want to like have issues because of it? Like, no, make sure you continue on. So that's my alarm telling me I'm supposed to be leaving right now to go to the bus. I still got a little bit of time. So, time management is a means to an end. The main reason you develop time management skills is so that you can complete everything that is really important in your work and free up more and more time to do the things in your personal life that give you the greatest happiness and satisfaction. The purpose of time management, of eating that frog and getting more done in less time, is to enable you to spend more face time with the people you care about, doing the things that give you the greatest amount of joy in life. Rule: it is the quality of time at work that counts and the quantity of time at home that matters. Work all the time you work. To keep your life in balance, you should resolve to work all the time you work. When you go to work, put your head down and work the whole time. Start a little earlier, stay a little late, and work a little harder. Time that you waste at work often has to be taken away from your family. Through just thinking about the job and things like that. And I'm a freaking poster child in bad work / not being able to balance things. Like, I was working 16, 18 hours a day, spending no time with my family. And that was one of the items that I realized, or helped me realize I need to change. Sometimes people come up to me and ask, how do I achieve balance between my work and my home life? When does someone walking on a tightrope have to think about balancing? Your goal should be to perform at your very best at work, to get the very most done and enjoy the very highest levels of rewards possible for you in your career. Because you're investing time there. You might as well make something of it, not just slack off and get less from it. So here's your end task here. Determine the 3 most important tasks that you do in your work. Ask yourself, if I could do only one thing all day, which one task would contribute the greatest value to my career? Do this exercise 2 more times. Once you have identified your big 3, concentrate on them single-mindedly all day. Identify your 3 most important goals in each area of your life. Organize them by priority. Make plans for their accomplishment and work on your plans every single day. You'll be amazed how much you achieve in the months and years ahead. This stuff is very true. It's working insanely in my life. I want to have $1 million for that house in a month. I think I can do it. I can see it happening. I'm slowly imagining day by day, a little bit more, and it's coming closer and closer. And I'm going to fold and collapse at a time and make it even shorter. I am increasingly confident in my ability to create the life I desire. I learn how to do it, and every day I move one step forward. I attract into my life whatever I want by feeling the sensation of satisfaction and joy as much as possible. I believe that I am the creator of my life experience. I believe in the law of attraction. By raising my vibration, I can attract my desires. I am constantly striving to increase my vibration through good thoughts, words, and actions. I am giving and receiving all that is good and all that I desire by focusing on the good things that work in my life. Every day I visualize my desires, feel the emotions, and memorize them in order to use it in the rest of my day. So now I'm going to incorporate some of my own positive self-talk to help you understand what it is you need to do for you. Repeat these all the time until you start having your own thoughts. I've become happier because I'm spending more time with my friends and my family. My friends and family are growing personally due to the time and effort that I'm putting towards their life and being concerned with them. My friends and family become the people I lean on and rely on because we have expanded and enhanced our relationships through the time that I've invested in them. Through investing more time with my friends and family, my business also grows because they give back to me that advice that I need to overcome the areas or to make better the things that hold me back or that I struggle with. Due to my increased care and spending time with friends and family, I forget what I was going to say on that one, but you get the idea there, right? So take the positive self-talk, custom design what it is you're saying to yourself through your goals. Next Christmas, we are celebrating Christmas on my mansion on the mountain. All family comes. All family stays for as long as possible. My friends and my family migrate to where I am because I have established something great that can help them and support them as well. We as a single unit move forward in this world. The tribe is strong. Every day I visualize my desires, I feel the emotions, and memorize them in order to use them the rest of my day. By understanding that I am creating my life according to my dominant beliefs, I am improving the quality of those beliefs. Here we go. The only limitations I have are those I put on myself. I can be resilient. I can recognize when something goes wrong, know it is okay to feel however I feel, and then decide to make progress. I improved today. Errors are necessary for me to get better. I look at them as an opportunity to adjust and learn. I recognize my wins today, no matter how great or how small. I'm smart enough and I'm capable of working hard and doing well in the classes that are right in front of me. I learn from errors and recover quickly. I have enough talent and intelligence. Working hard to get better is what is important to me in becoming great. I can make peace with errors so that they can help me get better. A deep breath into my belly for 5 seconds and exhaling through my mouth helps me to get into a zone mindset so I can do my best. I'm a champion if I have done my absolute best. I have a unique contribution to make to my team, and I work hard to develop it. I communicate with my teammates so our team can do its best. Today I speak up with high energy and confidence. I believe in my ability to be influential, and I stand taller today. I believe wholeheartedly in the value of my ideas, and I speak up today. Influence is a learned skill that I can master by envisioning most influential by envisioning my most influential self every day. Alright, I gotta get to work, I guess. Short-lived, but for now, is what it is.